Mr. Reinhardt, we're ready for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yes?
Okay, well, let's go. Thank you very much. All right. If I look bad, it's my fault, not yours. All right. Here we go. So, wow, I got to make sure my shirt is right. So, this is exciting. Here we go. We're starting out. This is going to be fun. I can't wait to hear these folks tonight. I'm sure they're going to kill it. Whew, I remember this night. Whew. So, there's the stage. All right, it looks great. There he is. How you doing, man? Cheers. All right, what's everybody doing? We've got... Oh, that's great. Okay. Hello. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Good evening. Yeah. How y'all? Yeah, let's get him in the shot a little bit. Where's Meryl? Is Meryl here? Meryl, hi, Meryl. You're starting out. How do you feel? Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm so excited, very nervous,
Yes.
but that'll be
You're going to kill it. You're going to kill it. It's going to be awesome. You guys are going to be great. I'm excited to hear you all.
Thank you.
All right. Here we go. So, let's go. All righty. Thank you very much. So, welcome to Houston Grand Opera's 34th Annual Eleanor McCollum Competition, Concert of Arias. I am Norman Reinhardt, and we're streaming to you live from downtown Houston at the Wortham Theater Center. It's so great to be back at HGO. I can remember this night like it was yesterday, except maybe not as well as I would like because it's been so long ago. But that evening did lead to HGO becoming my artistic home, and I am proud to have been in 17 productions since then. Wow. I couldn't believe it when they told me it was 17. But it's an incredibly busy time here at HGO right now. A breathtaking production of Poulenc's Dialogues of the Carmelites has its final performance tomorrow, January 22nd. It was so moving to see this opera that hasn't been on the Houston stage in over 30 years. And I am currently in the process of rehearsing a brilliantly imaginative production of The Magic Flute, in which I sing the role of Tamino. It opens on February 4th and is a show you definitely do not want to miss. Later this spring, HGO is mounting 2 more classics of the repertoire. Puccini's final work, Turandot, comes to Houston in the iconic theater artist Robert Wilson's striking production featuring HGO studio alumna Tamara Wilson in the title role. We then open Romeo and Juliet by Gounod, starring rising soprano Adriana Gonzalez and world-renowned tenor Michael Spires, who's just an absolute genius. This production, directed by Thomas Woolen, and forgive me, Tomer, hopefully I said your name right, offers a classic retelling of the Star-Crossed Lovers. You can find out more information about these productions and much, much more at hgo.org. Now, holy cow, while all of this activity is going on, it is also a moment of change at HGO with the beginning of the tenure of our new General Director and CEO, Corey Dastur. Corey joined HGO last summer from California and has certainly been hitting the ground running. I'm delighted to have her backstage with me now. Welcome, Corey.
Hello, Norman.
Hi. Thank you for being here. It is wonderful to see you, and it's great to have you here at HGO. How are you enjoying your new time here and coming to Texas? Did you ever think you would be moving to Texas?
Well, you never know what's going to be on your bingo card these days,
right?
But I mean, this is an amazing city, an amazing state, and the finest team in opera, as you know. So I've been happily eating my way from one end of town to other, and welcomed so warmly by the HGO patrons. It's been just a joy.
It's incredible, and we're so thrilled to have you. You're joining the company now at such a unique time, navigating the COVID-19 pandemic. How are you managing to get through all of this in such a challenging time?
We're getting through it together. We're waking up every day, remembering why we're here, taking care of one another, putting safety first, but also we've come a long way in the last 2 years. We're vaccinated, we know how to stay safe and keep one another safe. And so tonight is a moment of gratitude to be back doing what we do best, and it's so exciting.
And it is, and so tonight, to hop on now, is a momentous night for these young artists that are going to be performing. So what are you hoping to hear from them? What are you hoping to see from them tonight? And artists, maybe listen up right now. So,
well, I feel like my role on the judges panel is to represent our subscriber and our just everyday average audience member. I want to be moved. I want to feel somebody's heart. I want a connection with them across the footlights. And so that's what I'm here for tonight. And I'll leave the rest to the experts.
Well, thank you so much, Corey.
Thank you.
We are
You
thrilled
put
to have
Conan
you here.
to shame, Norman.
Oh my goodness, that's very nice. Oh wow.
I better get out there.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Corey. We're thrilled to have you here at HGO. Have fun tonight and enjoy this very special moment. This year's Concert of Arias competition began last fall when over 768 talented young opera singers from all over the world applied for their chance to sing here tonight. 18 semifinalists were selected to come to Houston last week for 2 days of auditions, after which 9 finalists moved on to several days of intense work with HGO's artistic staff. These finalists perform in this evening's competition, where the winners will receive the audience's admiration and, what we all love, cash prizes. But more importantly, they could be asked to join the prestigious HGO studio next season. For the competition, each of the 9 finalists will sing 2 arias, accompanied by studio alum and current HGO principal coach, Kirill Kuzmin. Make sure to listen carefully, because this is where you, our online audience, comes in. After everyone has sung both of their arias, you get to text a vote for your favorite performer. The finalist with the most votes will win the Online Viewer's Choice Award. We'll share the voting instructions on your screen when it's time to vote. Voting does not open until all performers have sung twice. Not once, twice, okay? While you are voting, the judges will be making their decisions too, which we all know will not be an easy task. The judging panel tonight includes HGO's General Director and CEO, Corey Dastour, Artistic and Music Director, Patrick Summers, Artistic Advisor and Soprano, Ana Maria Martinez, and our guest judge, the phenomenal soprano, Christine Gerke. Christine is about to finish her run of performances as Madame Lidouin in the Dialogues of the Carmelites. She has a long history of performing at HGO, going back to her debut in 2001 as Fior di Ligi in Così fan tutte. She's been a constant presence here ever since, most notably as Brunhilde in the company's first Ring cycle, entering her signature role as the title character in Elektra. Welcome, Christine. This is so exciting that you are here. Welcome back to HGO.
Thank you.
How has it been being in this production of Dialogues?
Oh, it's been absolutely incredible. I have to say, what's amazing is that I actually, I'm an old soprano, I created this production when it was new in Japan 600 years ago when they made the wheel.
Oh, really?
So it was amazing to be able to not only revisit this production, but be able to revisit it here in a place that I love so much.
Well, speaking of that, what is it that you love about HGO being a mainstay here for coming back all of these years?
Well, I mean, it's a silly thing to say that it feels like family here always, but it does always feel like family here.
Yeah.
And the artistic level is so unbelievably high, and there is a relaxed atmosphere that I feel like allows artists to really give their best at all times.
I don't think anybody could have said it better. So we're delighted that you're judging the competition tonight. What are you looking for? What are you listening for?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm a super cheerleader mom singer, so I want everybody to win. But
we love the cheerleading, yes.
But obviously we are listening for quality of tone, beauty of sound, all of the things that you might expect, and those of you at home know exactly what we're listening for. But the thing that I personally want to see, I want to see who these artists are. I want to know what makes them tick. I want to see their soul and their artistry coming through in whatever they're singing. So that is the thing I am most looking for this evening.
Well, it's going to be a very exciting night. Thank you so much for chatting with me.
My pleasure.
It's such a pleasure.
Thanks so
and
much.
I know you have some tough decision making ahead of you, so have fun and good luck. Yes. So while the judges are deliberating and you're casting your vote, I will be joined by some special guests during the intermission. And make sure to join the conversation on HGO's social media pages. If you're enjoying the show, let us know through comments, likes, and shares. Please share, share, share. Tonight is such an incredible moment for these young singers, and I'm so excited to share it with you. The show is about to begin, so I need to be quiet and take my seat. But I will see you at the intermission. Enjoy the Concert of Arias.
And follow the instructions of the ushers who will guide you out of the auditorium. Thank you all for your continue to support as we navigate the ever-changing environment surrounding COVID-19. Houston Grand Opera is able to bring you tonight's performance because of the COVID safety protocols we have developed with our Health Advisory Committee, and because 95% of you are vaccinated per our audience surveys. As a reminder, to achieve the maximum protection provided by our protocols, we need the full compliance of every member of this audience. Please remember that you are required to remain masked throughout the entire performance, with your mask covering your mouth and your nose. Thank you for doing your part to create a safe environment so that we can bring live opera back to Houston.
Good evening, everybody. Patrick Summers and I are thrilled to welcome you to the 34th Annual Eleanor McCollum Competition for Young Singers, also known as the Concert of Arias. I'm Corey Dastur, Houston Grand Opera's General Director and CEO. What a moment this is. So many things had to go right for us to be able to gather together here in the Wortham, and all I can say is the gods must love a good aria. To those of you watching from home all over the world, welcome. We are so happy to have you with us. This evening, you will witness a thrilling competition, but that's not all. All of us are here tonight to be a part of something much bigger. Here at HGO, our mission is centered on pushing the art form forward, and that begins with our investment in the talented young singers who will become tomorrow's stars. The future of opera is in their hands. Before we get started, I have to begin by expressing my profound gratitude to two cherished members of our community, the chairs of this event, Doctors Liz Grimm and Jack Roth. Liz and Jack, not only for making tonight possible and being tireless champions of our company for nearly a decade, but specifically for their passion for the HGO Studio program. By the way, in between bringing great works of art to Houston, these two incredible people have spent their lives working to cure cancer. Liz and Jack, we are in awe of you and so lucky to have you in this city. Please, let us acknowledge you. Patrick.
Thank you, Corey. Good evening. I'm Patrick Summers, HGO's extremely proud and excited artistic and music director. It's so great to see all of you here, and also welcome to our audience online. Concert of Arias is my favorite night of the HGO season because it is a night where we experience two very moving things about opera: its extraordinary legacy and the promise of its future. The excitement and importance of Concert of Arias is exemplified in the casts of our two current operas, Dialogues of the Carmelites and The Magic Flute. These casts are the embodiment of our company's commitment to the next generation of our family of artists. We're a company that invests in talent and is loyal to that talent. 16 former and current studio artists appear in these two operas of the winter season, which is a very large percentage. And half of those singers first appeared with us at Concert of Arias. You heard them here first, just as the singers you hear tonight will likely be starring in productions at HGO and around the world in just a few years. I welcome all of this year's finalists and wish them the very best for tonight. Now, I am most excited to welcome my fellow judges, most especially Corey Dastur, who you've already met. This is her first Concert of Arias as our new general director. Corey is such an inspiring and inspired and energetic colleague, and I'm really thrilled to dream with her about the singers that we will hear tonight. Welcome, Corey. Thank you. Thank you. HGO's first ever artistic advisor and an artist who has performed the greatest range of roles in our company's history, a relationship that is now beyond a quarter century. The brilliant soprano Ana Maria Martinez is joining us to judge. Welcome, Ana Maria. And to add to the embarrassment of riches on the judging panel, we welcome a soprano who has also had a long legacy with HGO in some of the highest profile assignments imaginable. She was our radiant Brunhilde in the company's first Wagner Ring cycle. She was bathed in blood as the Strauss Electra in the George R. Brown, and so much else at this company. What a thrill that she is back now performing Madame Lidoine, the new prioress, in our production of the Dialogues of the Carmelites. Welcome to the amazing Christine Goerke. We are thrilled to have a studio alumnus and current member of our music staff as tonight's orchestra at the piano. Kirill Kuzmin is a magician at the keyboard, and to play the breadth of repertoire that we will hear tonight takes a musician of stratospheric quality. How lucky we are to have Kirill.
My fellow judges are taking their seats. I know we have certainly a tough job in front of us, but remember, you do too. Tonight, we invite our guests in the theater and our viewers at home to vote by text message. On page 11 of your program and during the intermission, we will offer instructions for texting your vote for the Audience Choice winner, and for those of you at home, the Online Viewer's Choice Award. Tonight's performers are not only competing for top honors, they could end up training with us here at the HGO studio. So your vote could determine a young artist's future. Now, our very own Norman Reinhardt is not only an HGO studio alumnus, you can also see him in one of his signature roles as Tamino in our upcoming production of The Magic Flute. And tonight, he is our live stream host. Whether you're with us on Facebook, YouTube, HGO Digital, you are in for a treat. I would also like to extend a very special thank you to our theater district colleagues at DeCamera for the use of their wonderful Steinway D on loan for tonight's performance. And thank you to our event partners, City Kitchen Catering, the Events Company, and our dear friends at Houston Methodist, the official healthcare provider of HGO. Finally, tonight's competition has been made possible by a generous gift from the estate of Eleanor McCollum. We recognize her vision and thank her. Now, the time has come. Please, silence your cell phones, secure your masks, and bring on the arias.
Hi, my name is Meryl Dominguez, and I'm a soprano from Minneapolis, Minnesota, but originally from New York City. I began singing in about middle school. I'd been playing violin for a while, but I really did not enjoy practicing the violin, and to be a violinist, you really have to dedicate your life 8 hours of the day to practicing violin. And so I wanted to try taking voice lessons. I had been in choir for a while, and I had a wonderful voice teacher who got me started on an Italian song called Caro mio ben. I have a little rescue dog. Her name is Marie, named after Fille du Régiment because she is small and badly behaved. She's a tiny little mutt from Philadelphia. My partner and I adopted her while we were there. I love her a lot, and she tolerates my existence. It really means a lot to be in the finals, to be acknowledged for the work that I've put in to get to this point. But particularly in the face of the pandemic, everyone has been through so much, and it's been a really hard thing. And so to have the work that seems to go nowhere actually kind of culminate in something is very satisfying, and I know that many, many singers are experiencing that. So I'm really proud of all of the singers that are continuing to do the work that makes them happy. I'm so excited to begin the evening with I Can Smell the Sea Air from Previn's A Streetcar Named Desire.
the stroke of noon, in the blaze of summer, into an ocean as blue as my first love's eyes.
I'm Evan Lisdowski. I'm a bass baritone from Malton Borough, New Hampshire, currently in New York City. What I can specifically remember was watching Amadeus in my high school music theory class, and the scene that really did it for me was the Don Giovanni scene where the commendatore comes in and he smashes that wall and he starts singing, and you have the baritone and the bass baritone singing Don Giovanni and Leporello, and seeing everything that was in that scene and how it was shot and the way that the costumes looked and the sets looked and hearing the beautiful voices. It was so, so cool. And I was like, oh, wow, I would really love to be a part of this. I love to go out into the city and I love to find the best pizza that New York City has to offer. And a particular place that I can recommend is a place called Joe's Pizza. 4 years ago, I participated in the Young Artists Vocal Academy here at Houston Grand Opera. This is my second time in Houston since then, and I can recall how helpful that program was in growing my artistry and helping me figure things out. And I'm so happy to be back in order to continue that process. I will be performing Quand la flamme de l'amour from Bizet's La Jolie Fille de Perth.
Quelquefois, sans me plaindre, moi, je bois. Je ris, je chante, je ris, je chante et je bois. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la, 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 la-la. S'il est une triste folie, c'est celle d'un pauvre amoureux. Car garde-femme mie, comme on peut rendre malheureux. Car garde-femme mie, comme on peut nos espoirs, le ciel même devient noir. Et l'hôtesse, mon flacon, que j'y laisse ma raison. Tra-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la, 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 la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Hi, my name is Shannon Keegan. I am a mezzo-soprano, and I am from Naperville, Illinois. I love Houston. I really do. I lived here for 2 years doing my master's degree at Rice. What really, it's got its little claws in me. I love the food here so much. The Indian food, specifically. It was an issue. I can't stop eating it. So yes, that's a huge, huge draw for me for Houston, is the food culture here is so eclectic. I think the thing that I love most about performing is the community. I've never been one of those people that is like, I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to interact with everyone. That's my favorite part, is meeting all these wonderful people and people I would never have met otherwise. Community is extremely important to me, and the community we create on stage and also the community we create with our audience. That's what is the most attractive part to me, the most meaningful. I really want to work with composers, work with librettists, and create the new face for opera, the new shows that are going to be taking over wonderful houses like HGO. So those are my dream roles. They just haven't been written yet. The first aria I will be performing is Cara Speme from Handel's Giulio Cesare.
miei torti perché il ciel presti favore i miei torti a vendicar i miei torti a vendicar. Cara speme questo cuore, tu cominci a lusingar, tu cominci speme cara, cara speme questo cuore, tu cominci a lusingar. Tu cominci a lusingar. Tu cominci a lusingar.
Hi, my name is Nava Sartagopian. I'm a baritone from Armenia. I have been in many countries, but it's my first time in USA. I like Houston. It's so beautiful here. When I'm not singing, I like play to billiard, and also I'm a big fan of airplanes and everything connected to space. I like to cook, especially Armenian barbecue. But I will tell you a secret. American burgers, now I like more. I will sing O Maria Maria from the opera Mazeppa.
мне лет моих, ты, как весна, мне душу оживила, и в страстном лепете речей твоих для старика была чарующая пережил с тобой мгновенье страсти, пылкой и блаженства, когда твой черный сон я обнимал, и в неге тонной любовался красой твоей. Твой нежный взгляд меня щемил, и в жилах кровь текла быстрее. Твоих я объятиях находил блаженство, обновление, и рай. Блаженство и обновление. Твой нежный взгляд меня щемил, и в жилах кровь текла быстрее. В твоих объятиях находил я рай, в твоих объятиях находил я рай. Твоей любви блаженство, блаженство и
My name is Tatiana Carlos, and I'm a soprano from Brazil. I'm just really happy to be back here in the competition and be able to show what I've been working on in the past 2 years. I just love playing strong female roles. Like, I'm a very proud feminist, so for me, having to portray a lot of different kind of characters is really interesting. I always try to research a lot and try to see all kinds of colors the character has. I've just been incredibly happy to be back in Brazil with my family and spending time with my dad and my father and mother-in-law. We had the chance to be together a lot, and since I've been living outside of the country for a few years, it was a great present for me to be closer to them. I will be performing Dob die Wolke from the Freischütz by Weber.
Hi, my name is Jongwon Han. I'm a bass baritone from Seoul, South Korea. My mother wanted to train my voice since she thought for men the voice is the most important thing. So I met my first teacher for opera, and one day he invited me to watch the opera Carmen. So at the time, I was so overwhelmed because of the grand scale of orchestra, choir, and the huge voices of singers. So my dream role is Escamillo in Carmen. That is because Escamillo was the reason why I decided to be an opera singer. My favorite American TV show is Friends because it's not too serious and all of the characters are very lovely and it's very helpful to learn English, to listen and also to speak. Joey always finds something too fun, so I think there's a reason why I think Joey is very similar character with me. I will be singing Rie Ale from opera Don Quixote by Massenet.
Épouvantable, belle dame, Seigneur, à notre agent ici. L'œil roi admirable et hardi que voici. Riez, allez, riez du pauvre dialogue qui passe dans son rêve et vous parlez du glauque, d'amour et de beauté comme autrefois j'y suis. Che possa mi dire que c'est mal que suis de soi pour toi ici de ces choses boises baffi pas courtisan chiese qui d'abito mi rapide de l'être sa
My name is Olivia Smith, and I'm a soprano from Penticton, British Columbia. Last May, I had the opportunity to participate in the Young Artist Vocal Academy here at HGO. It was very obvious that this is a place where the artist is taken care of, but also the individual. And that's something that I think often as singers and as students gets easily lost, and it all becomes about the creative work. But I think it's so important to have that personal connection as well, and that's what I really, really loved. When I'm not singing, I love to cook, and I love to spend time with my friends and family, which usually involves cooking and food. I really am close with my brother and sister-in-law, so I'm so lucky that I get to spend time with them when I get to be home and just enjoy that time. I never, in my wildest dreams, really imagined I'd be here. I decided I was going to take a chance this year, and I watched a lot of Brené Brown, and she talks about daring greatly, and I kind of wanted to do that this week. I will be performing I Know Nothing from Tobias Picker's Emmeline.
To
I am Jonas Jud. I am a bass from Switzerland. The most exciting part performing on stage for people is to be able to communicate with my voice, the voice God gave me, the emotions that I feel, and to tell a story through basically my body and my voice. Growing up in Switzerland, we have the huge privilege to learn already 3 languages in elementary school. And as of today, I'm fluent in German, French, Italian, and English. On Sunday evening, when I got the call from the director Brian Speck that I was in the finals of the Houston Grand Opera competition, it was amazing. I almost could not believe it because the other singers were all so amazing, and I'm so thrilled to be here. One funny or embarrassing moment on stage was probably 2 or 3 years ago when I was again back home for a concert, and I put on my concert attire and I wanted to get into the car to drive to the concert, to the performance, and my pants ripped open, and I didn't have any possibility to change or to get something else, and so I had to try to hide it as much as possible during the whole concert. I will be performing Concert of Arias les Étoiles from the opera Don Quixote by Jules Massenet.
I'm Amanda Batista, and I'm a soprano from Manchester, New Jersey.
I think one of the most exciting parts about getting to perform on stage is that I get to be another character for the day. I can slip into that dress and tell a completely different story other than my own and kind of bring people into that story. I think that people come to the theater each night looking for something else and needing something else from the performers on stage. That could be comfort, that could be a laugh, that could be just something nice to experience at the end of their long day at work. And it's my job as a performer to deliver that, and that's a great privilege of mine. Over the pandemic, I started getting into paper crafting, and I joined a Facebook group for pen pals. And I was just like writing people in New Zealand, and that was like a super fun experience to like exchange tea and like fun things from their country and fun things from New Jersey. So in my family, we kind of have a collection of songs that we use as family anthems. And one of those songs is La Sal se vive by Tito Nieves. And the kind of hook to the song goes, Dios te bendiga la tradición de nuestros pueblos. God bless the tradition of our people. And that's something that I always take with me going on stage. And I can't think of anything else I'd rather wear on my sleeve and represent Cuba y Puerto Rico and America as a singer in 2022. I will be performing Liu's aria Tu che di gel sei cinta from Puccini's Turandot.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus, fair Pyramus. Hey ho, hey ho. Peter Quince, flute the bellows mender, snout the tinker, starring. God's me life, stolen hands, have to let me asleep. I have had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Methought I was, there is no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had. But a man is but an ass if he can offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report. What my dream was, what my dream was, my dream. I will get Peter Quince, the carpenter, to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Autumn's Dream. Autumn's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it in the latter end of the play before the Duke. Or adventure to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Tu peux chanter prophétesse, tu peux me donner la richesse, ou bien promettre à mes désirs et la puissance et les plaisirs. Tu peux, au gré de ton caprice, oui, tu peux, étoile protectrice, faire de moi prince, un roi. Ma petite étoile du destin, c'est par toi que je vais soulever le voile. Oh, petite étoile, réponds-moi et dis-moi l'avenir, l'avenir, ¿Dónde estás, Cristóbal? Vine hasta aquí por perderte de nuevo. Te arrebató otra vez la selva voraz, porque te siento cerca. Cristóbal, Cristóbal, te siento cerca. Escúchame, escúchame. Vuela hacia ti como nave se cierne sobre el amor del mundo. De ti nació mi canto, de entre tus manos, que en sueños y despiertas, veneran mariposas. Sé que estás escuchándome porque vuela mi canto. Si tú no lo escucharas, mi voz no volaría. ese mi canto por ti puede cruzar el río tumultuoso de los días o el sereno de las noches y allá en la otra ribera detenerse a escuchar su propio rumor de sé que me escuchas en la vida, la muerte. Si no lo escucharas, no sonaría mi canto. Te siento palpitar en las alas de cada mariposa, en cada brillo verde. Te siento en el agua, en el fondo de la selva, en la vida o la muerte. Te siento palpitar en el vuelo de mi canto, en el aire suave. Te siento en el aire.
A te l'estremo addio, palagio altero freddo sepolcro dell'angelo mio, ne a proteggerlo valsi. O maledetto, o vile seduttore, e tu, vergin soffristi, rapita lei la virginal corona. Oh, che dissi, deliro, lacerato spirito del mesto genitore era serbato a strazio d'infamia e di dolore. Il serto a lei de marti, pietoso il cielo die, resa al folgor degli angeli, prega Maria per me. Resa al folgor degli angeli, prega Maria per me. Prega per me. Prega per me. Prega Maria per me.
Oh, Samagna! Oh, fuori! Oh, disperata lettera! Addio amor! Addio spera! Addio tesoro! Già mordono le omeghe despietate! Misera! Misera! A che m'arresto? Saranno questi contradi della gioia e trionfi, spettatrice dolente. Vedrai da braccio ed annudo e dentro mostrarmi addetto.
pagin var sul capo mio sfento reimbrega in vida rabbia di tutti l'unico trame io scerno per te mi affida per te mi affida affronterei l'avverno. Eleonora, te vieni a me. Te nemici tuoi lo segno, ti sfidar saprò per te, se ti cessi là il mio regno, io per gli altri ancor son re. Temi e ti compagno, voglio farti bella innanzi al ciel, al mio fianco unito ai soli, al mio fianco nella bel, si mio ben, temi e ti compagno voglio farti bella innanzi al ciel, mieti, compagno folio fortio bella, innanzi al ciel, fortio bella, innanzi al ciel, innanzi al ciel, oh mio compagno folio farti, innanzi al ciel. Slušnoj krasotою blещет. Что же сердце бедное трепещет, какою грустью я томим, я без забот, без сожаления веру кочующие дни. Trzeba mi prasвящения. Я волен так же, как они, я волен так же, как они, я сил не признавая власти, судьбы коварной и слепой. Но, Боже, как играют страсти моей послушною душой. Как она любила. Нежно преклонясь ко мне в пустынной тишине, часы ночные проводила, как часами длинны питанием, упоичим лобзание, задумчивость мою в минуту разогнать умела. Я помню снегой больной страсти, шептала мне она тогда: люблю тебя твоей власти. Твоя Олеку навсегда. И все тогда я забивал, когда речам ее обнимал, и как безумный целовал ее чарующие очи, косью не пряча мне ночи, уста земфири. Земфира неверна, Земфира неверна, моя Земфира. Ах,
Good evening. My name is Brian Speck, and I am the director of the HGO studio. I hope you're all enjoying the evening so far. Before we move on with tonight's program, please join me in thanking Kirill Kuzmin for his beautiful work with the performers this evening. Each year, hundreds of talented singers apply to be a part of this competitive process, and this year's competition began with an incredible 768 applicants and over 250 live and video auditions. For the 9 finalists you heard tonight, this concert is the culmination of an extremely intense week of interviews, coaching, and rehearsals with our staff. It's been a pleasure for all of us to work with each of these exceptional young singers. They are amazing and dedicated artists and have bright futures ahead of them. We now have a 20-minute intermission. Please remember to join in the judging by voting for the contestant you think deserves the Audience Choice Award and Online Viewer Award. Instructions for casting your vote will appear on this screen in a few moments and can also be found on page 11 of your program. Voting will close at the end of intermission, so please don't delay in texting your vote. Thank you.
Hello, and if you are just joining us, welcome. I am Norman Reinhardt, your host for HGO's 34th Annual Concert of Arias. Our judges are now deliberating, and it's finally time for you to cast your vote. Each contestant has been assigned a number which you can now see on your screen. Just text the word online to 833-562-2742. You will then be prompted to cast your vote using the number associated with each artist. Only one vote per person will be accepted. Voting will close in 20 minutes, so make sure to vote now. Last month, HGO presented the world premiere of The Snowy Day, an opera by composer Joel Thompson and librettist Andrea Davis Pinkney, based on the classic children's book by Ezra Jack Keats. It was a special project that had been a long time in the making. The original scheduled premiere for December 2020 was postponed a full year due to the pandemic. However, good things come to those that wait, and was the wait ever worth it? And in a first for Houston Grand Opera, the opening night was live streamed to a global audience. One of the joys of presenting this new piece was that it was loaded with current and former studio artists. It's always a thrill as a young performer to create new work, and even better to do it with your close colleagues and studio mates. My next guest, soprano and current studio artist Elena Villalon, played the role of Amy in The Snowy Day. Welcome, Elena. How are you?
Norman. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. We're having fun. This is an exciting night. It's not bad, yeah?
It is. Always exciting.
So, about Snowy Day, what's it like to create a new opera and then to do it with all of your friends?
Well, that's the best part, isn't it? Doing any opera with your friends.
I never get to do that many operas with all of my friends, so it's a very special thing.
Well, you make more friends, Norman.
I gotta make more friends. So this is your...
Well,
yes, that's what I'm talking about.
That's the joy of any opera, and especially any new opera, because it is new. You're creating something together.
Yeah.
And it can be, you're unsure of yourself, unsure of what to make of the work. There's no precedent.
And you have the hand signals going on backstage.
Exactly.
It's really good.
So at the at the very least, we're certainly all having fun together.
There you go.
But you can trust all your friends in the production.
Yeah, you're going to
when you
support
do it
each
together.
other.
So that was the best part of it, for
Awesome.
sure.
So this is your third year in the studio, yes?
It is.
So what are you most looking forward to the rest of the season?
Well, I'm in a couple of things this year, but my sort of au revoir production is Romeo and Juliet.
Yes.
I'm covering Juliet and singing a few performances, and that is just such a pinnacle role, and the music is just
incredible.
Some
of the best.
And so I'm really looking forward to sort of taking that leap into big girl roles.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Very excited to do that with also my friends and studio mates.
That's great. So back to Snowy Day. We're going to show a clip. Tell us what we're going to see.
Okay, so
Can you
this
talk about
next, this next clip in Snowy Day is a character, myself,
Yes.
and Peter, the protagonist of the story, and I am Peter's sort of newfound best friend, and we meet for the first time, become instant best friends, and this is sort of the beauty of the joy of winter and snow, first snowfall, and new friendship.
All righty, all right. Jim?
Can I try Amy? Of course. At the top of the world, you can see everything. And smell the cakes from the bakery by the park. Taste the snow, Peter. Look, stick your tongue out like this. As with your arms open wide. I forgot the last one. What's it again? Oh, Peter, you can't forget that two manos are there to feel the world around. Manos are here to catch you when you fall. And here for you to when it's dark and you can see. Wow! I can see Peter! Use your body. You forgot my hands. Pueden callar tu boca. You got me. Now can you catch me in your arms? Yes, you remember my voice. Amigos, amigos, yes, we are friends.
What a wonderful moment. That was a clip featuring Elena Villalon as Amy and Raven McMillan as Peter. By the way, if you have not cast your vote for tonight's online Viewer's Choice winner, there is still time. Text online to 833-562-2742 and follow the instructions in the messages. Now, tomorrow night brings to a close HGO's performances of the Dialogues of the Carmelites. Anytime this opera is produced, it requires a very special group of singing actors to tell this remarkable story, inspired by the French Revolution and the historical Carmelite nuns that gave the ultimate sacrifice of martyrdom for their faith. I'm now joined by two cast members from the show, Natalia Romano. That name
Romagnu.
is Romagnu.
Yeah.
Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
Please forgive me. Who plays Blanche de la Force, and Patricia Rissette, who plays Madame Coissy. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
How are you?
Lovely
So
to be
wonderful
here.
see you. So what has the experience been like to be part of such a special piece, special music, special production?
Well, for me, it's been amazing to work with such a cast of eminent colleagues, including my friend Pat here.
Yes.
Did you know?
I told her to say all this, so
that
listen
she,
up.
Oh, good.
She originated this,
Yes.
this particular Blanche in this particular production. She has sung, I'm just going to give it all away right now.
Go for
she
it.
sang not one, not two, but three of the roles in this opera in
Yes.
this production.
There you go. All right.
And we have a little joke about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
We have a big joke about it.
A massive
Well,
joke.
we can talk about that actually here in just a second.
Yeah.
But you both have a close association with HGO.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that keeps you coming back to this company?
It's obvious. Ninfas, right?
Yes, the
The
food.
margaritas.
And the pho.
The food.
The pho is amazing. The pho.
The pho. What is that?
Vietnamese, this noodle soup.
I have not had
Pho.
this.
Oh my
I think
go
we
now.
call
Okay.
it pho
All right.
in the UK.
We're doing a takeover. I'll see you guys. Everybody, I'm
no,
out.
It's really, no, it's come on. HGO has such a well-established history of such high artistic level, and it's such a wonderful atmosphere to work here. It always has been, and it's just it's always
just
a
one of the
pleasure to
best.
come back. It really
Indeed.
is the
It's one of the
artistic
best.
level and value and integrity that every single production is treated with is really palpable and so rewarding, I think, for audience and performers alike.
I agree.
So,
What she said.
So, Pat, now, the opera requires a large cast, and many of the roles are performed by current HGO studio artists. Tell me about the bond that is created with these artists who are just starting to kind of get their feet wet.
Well, for my character, this time it's really I don't have a lot of bonding moments with
There you go. All right.
with the other cast members. But I think perhaps Natalia can speak more closely to that, because the bond and it's a very ensemble-esque kind of piece.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that's a word, but I just made it one.
I thought it was
It
really
is
good.
now.
Yes.
It is now.
Yeah.
But
I
it's really something that you should speak to that,
if
Natalia.
if you don't mind. I think that it's really important. Being a former studio artist myself,
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah.
and having been on the stage, with people who are playing the lead roles in these operas at HGO before, I think it's really important for the studio artists to feel like they connect with those artists and hopefully learn from them as well. But also
absolutely.
know that the step between being a studio artist and not is not as huge as they think it is. And I remember being on the stage with the likes of former studio artists, Tammy Wilson, Anna Maria Martinez, and learning a lot from them. And they were just so lovely to me.
The
I
best.
just think it's a really
Yeah.
nice connection there to have.
And I'm sure that I know that you both are that they feel the exact same way about you as you felt about them.
Yes,
Yeah.
this piece
Yeah.
just by its very nature draws the cast members together
Yeah.
in one way or another through
And
this
so-
incredibly powerful story and music, and it's just you cannot help but have that connection.
And so now you have done
for my character.
all three of these roles now. So what's it like looking at this piece through all three of these different perspectives?
You know, it's really interesting. I found that when I was singing Blanche, because I originated this, and the production. Natalia, do you remember?
I'm going to leave.
No, I'm kidding. This is a joke. I hope you're laughing.
Yep.
No, but it's. I remember singing Blanche and thinking, oh man, I really wish I could sing the music Lidouane sings.
Yeah.
And then when I sang Lidouane, I thought, oh
Yep.
gosh, I really like that moment for Blanche. But there's the Madame de Croissy. That's good too.
Yeah.
So it's a covetous, an
Yeah.
inherently covetous kind of
And you just-
experience.
yeah,
but
that's
it's
incredible.
It's so rewarding, and it's such a rich piece that
Yeah.
you can continue to dig and dig and dig and find new meaning and nuance every step of the way, and it's just wonderful.
Well,
in that
thank you
regard.
so much. Thank you both so much. I mean,
Thank
it's a
you.
huge toy. I mean, and you both are so brilliant in it, and just thank you so much for your time and spending it with us here. Toy for the final performance tomorrow night, and let's give everybody a preview of what they're going to see tomorrow. Jim. Time is ticking for you to get your online viewer's choice vote in. It's really simple. Just text the word online to 833-562-2742. The prompts will tell you how to vote. Only one vote per person will be accepted. I am now joined by current studio artists tenor Ricardo Garcia and baritone Luke Sutcliffe. Hi guys, how's it going?
Hello.
Good, doing well.
Yeah? Welcome to
good.
Concert of Arias. Any words of advice for the singers while they're waiting for the results? Because this moment sucks.
Well, they've done everything they can,
Yep.
So they just sit there, relax, be proud of what they have done.
There you go.
And who they are and what they had to say. And just,
Yeah.
just really live in the moment.
That's it.
No, it's great.
Yeah. So one of the best things for a young singer to do is simply just to get on stage, right? So HGO gives that opportunity as studio artists. Tell me what that's been like for both of you.
Well, Luke and I have had the privilege of being in a lot of the productions here, almost all of them at this point. At least for me, I was in Carmen, Snowy Day, and now I'm in
nice.
Dialogues, and I'm covering you in Magic Flute. Yeah.
We're having fun.
Those type of things are the things that make HGO, the studio, incredible because we get to cover people like Norman who are
Well, that's
seasoned,
very nice. That's very
like singers in this business are successful, and I get to be on stage and just watch him do what he does and just apply all the things that he does in my life.
Or
and
apply
performance.
something else much better.
No. So I mean, it's been fantastic, and especially to like work with Pat Rissette. And,
Genius.
and
Isn't she
Natalia.
amazing?
Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
So, now you guys were both in the fall's production of Carmen, and all but one of the roles were performed by current and former studio artists, so that makes maybe, hopefully, some special stage chemistry there.
Absolutely.
What's it like, Luke, all right, for everyone on stage to be a close friend?
Well, it's really special because we're out here and we're like, it's kind of a new step for most of us, but we're with friends, so it makes like the bigger step a little bit easier.
A little bit easier. You got a support system.
You feel like you can maybe not do your best, but you're not going to be judged by your friends.
Of course
but at
not.
the same time,
Of course not.
You're going to try to do your best, but the support is always there, so it's really nice.
Oh, that's great. Well, now we're going to see a clip from the Carmen featuring these two guys right here. Ricky, talk to me. What are we going to see?
You're going to see the famous Act 2 quintet when they're in the Lily Pastia's tavern, excuse me.
That's
and
all right.
Don Cayer, played by Luke,
Yep.
and El Remendalo go into the tavern, and we're looking to smuggle some loot.
All right, well, that's
across
always
the border.
good. Let's
And
get
we
some
need,
loot going.
We need the ladies.
We gotta have
we
some
need
loot and some ladies.
Frasquita
There you go.
And Mercedes, played by Raven McMillan.
Yeah.
And Sunny Pierce.
All
and
right.
we need to convince Carmen, played by Carolyn Sproul, that
Yep.
she needs to come with us and help us smuggle this loot. But Carmen says, I'm in love. I think I'm going to stay in jail.
All righty, great.
Yeah.
Jim, let's take a look.
bien. Eh bien. Je suis amoureuse. Catelle-ti, catelle-ti. Amoureuse, amoureuse. Voyons, Carmen, sois sérieuse. La chose certaine nous étonne, et ce n'est pas le premier jour où vous aurez eu mal mignonne, faites marcher de front le devoir, faites marcher le devoir et l'amour. Mais avec je serai fantaise de partir avec vous ce soir. Et cette fois, il faut les baiser, il faudra l'amour. Et devoir, ce soit l'amour passant le devoir. Ce n'est pas là ton dernier mot. Absolument. Il faut que tu te laisses attendrir. Il faut venir, il faut venir. Notre affaire, c'est nécessaire. Entre nous, dans ce jeu, avec vous. Quand il s'agit de tromperie, de déperie, de donnerie, il est toujours possible parfois d'avoir des femmes avec soi. Et sans elle, de toute belle, on ne fait jamais rien de bien. Et sans elle, de toute belle, on ne fait jamais rien de bien. Mais quand il s'agit de tromperie, de déperie, de voilerie, il est toujours possible parfois d'avoir des femmes avec soi. Oui, c'est mon frère, c'est mon frère, et toujours au revoir. Des femmes avec soi, toujours des femmes avec soi.
What a fantastic clip of Carmen that was. I'm sorry I was not able to get to those performances. We are in just such a crazy time, an unprecedented moment with the pandemic, which has forced artists and performing arts organizations to find new ways to share opera with the public. As artists, my wife Sula Parasitis and I did this with the creation of our online platform Living Opera, which was designed to inform, equip, and empower emerging artists and is now expanding into the Web3 and NFT space with the power of opera. HGO entered the digital realm with the creation of HGO Digital. Thanks to an amazing gift from Sarah and Ernest Butler, HGO has been able to bring opera to our local and global community through amazing performances through their new digital platform. As with all productions here, HGO Digital presentations have featured studio artists. One of the highlights of the last season was seeing the creative ways the company would present pieces on the screen instead of on the stage. This gave an opportunity for directors to create shows in a way that would never be possible in the Opera House. And this could not be more true than with HGO's presentation of Hansel and Gretel last season. This inventive digital production of the work was directed by Liliana Blaine Cruz and featured my next two guests as the title characters. Please welcome soprano Raven McMillan and mezzo-soprano Sunlee Pierce. Welcome. How are you both?
Doing well. Enjoying the evening.
Having fun? It's a pretty great evening.
Low pressure for us.
We love low pressure. Yeah, right? What kind of differences are there between singing for the camera and singing for an audience like tonight? What are some differences you found?
I mean, I would kind of say it's a little bit lower pressure to sing for the camera. Personally, I found.
Yeah.
You know, you have multiple takes.
That's awesome. Yeah, the multiple takes are great,
and
right?
you only have to do it right once. Really. Not like for
and
multiple
print.
shows over and over.
Yeah.
But I guess one of the differences that I've noticed is, you know, it's weird singing to a camera for a long period of time. You don't get that audience connection back. You don't get the energy.
Yeah.
But when you do watch it back, it's kind of like when you make eye contact with the camera, you're making eye contact with like every single person that is in the audience.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's pretty
That's
cool.
great. I like that.
I noticed upon
Yeah, that's
watching
fantastic.
the digital stuff.
I like that. So with this production of Hansel and Gretel, it was even more interesting because you filmed everything with a green screen, so you had no idea what it was going to look like. How did you use your imagination to create these characters?
I mean, luckily Liliana is she's such an incredible director. We really didn't have to do much. She was really clear with what her vision was, and we had seen a lot of stills of kind of what it was going to look like once it was a finished product.
Yeah.
So it was kind of just placing ourselves in the world that she had already created for us and just getting to play around. And we had a really great team to help us do that and keep us on task. So.
Yeah. Oh, how long have you both been in the studio now?
This is our second year.
This is your second season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what's your favorite part about being in the HGO studio, being a part of it? And you can be honest.
Honestly, my favorite part is working with other studio artists and just forming friendships with other studio artists. And I feel like, especially me and Sun Lee, Hansel and Gretel was such a journey. And, we also were just in Carmen together.
Yeah.
And I feel like among other people in the studio, I have lifelong friends now. So
Yeah.
That's one of the amazing things about the studio.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
So, well, thank you both so much, and we really appreciate you talking to us. Thank you. So now we're going to
Thank you.
see what the kind of fun you guys had. So Raven, tell us about what's happening within this scene.
So in this scene, we are just waking up from getting lost in the woods, and we kind of both have the same dream. So we start telling each other about this dream, and we then see the witch's castle or house in the distance, and we walk up to it. So that's
All right. Well, that sounds good to me. Jim, let's have a look.
I feel so good here in the wood. I never slept so soundly before. We both slept well, and what is more, I dreamt a very special dream. Exactly, but what did it mean? I dreamt that distant bells were ringing. The stars resounded with angels singing. Clouds that were flooded in rosy light glowed as they floated like ghosts through the night. Suddenly, night is turned to day before me. Earth is blazing with heaven's glory. There's a golden ladder, angels defend it. Angels in pairs descend it. They look so bold, therewith shining wings of gold. Yes, I counted them 14 all told. You also dreamt there were angels here. Right here, they gather round, and that way they disappear. Keep still, not a sound. What is that? Like magic and not a sound. As if a snake had by magic unwound.
Now, there's one last thing I want to talk about before we get back to the awards. This past September, HGO was dealt a big blow with the passing of composer Carlisle Floyd. Not only did he have his works performed here over a span of decades, but he was instrumental in founding the HGO studio. Without his vision, with former General Director David Gockley, I would not be standing here today with you. To honor Carlisle's memory, we are hosting a special celebration concert on February 11th in the Brown Theater. It will feature guest artists and speakers, the HGO Orchestra and Chorus, and will be led by Maestro Patrick Summers. Featuring a wide variety of Carlisle's music, it will be a concert that commemorates the great gifts he made to our art form. If you can't make it, don't worry. It will be live streamed on HGO Digital as well. Now I have just received word that our judges have made their decision, and it's time to go back to the stage for the live announcement of tonight's winners. I can't wait to see the results, and I'll be back with you to speak with tonight's winners at the end of the program. See you soon.
Welcome back. The judges certainly had their work cut out for them. Thank you for weighing in with your votes here in the theater and at home. We're excited to share the results in just a few minutes. First, we'd like to take some time to celebrate the life of Mia Im. Mia was music director of the HGO studio beginning in 2020 until her passing on September 30th, 2021. In her time with HGO, she made a deep impact on the artists of the HGO studio, and I've invited two of our current artists to share a few words in honor of her memory.
My name is Binyu Sanford, and this is my second year in the HGO studio as a pianist and coach. Spending my first year in the studio with Mia was an experience that changed my life. We saw each other every week when my fellow pianist Alex and I would work with Mia on opera scores, taking turns playing and conducting. Mia knew every detail of the operas. She gave us a mountain of information to work on, but these sessions also became important times for us to really learn about each other and develop both a musical and personal relationship. For me and Alex, knowing that Mia was always there for us meant a lot. We both have the great privilege of sharing ideas that she gave to us when we are coaching singers, and it reminds us of her every time we have that opportunity. She often ended her text or emails by saying with great admiration, and we knew she really meant it. She gave so much to us, and we had a lot of laughs and fun moments working on those opera scores that we'll never forget.
I'm Sunlee Pierce, a mezzo-soprano, also in my second year in the HGO studio. Like Bean, I had the great joy of spending last year with Mia, and the time we had together was truly special. Mia's greatest strength, though there are numerous to choose from, was her innate ability to slip into whatever role you needed the moment you walked into a room. She knew that real music making is a personal and human experience, and she would take the time and care to know you as a person and understand what you needed to make music on that particular day. She had incredibly high standards and helped me challenge myself to achieve milestones I never dreamed I could. She knew anything was possible, and knowing she believed that made me understand that we as artists always have more to give. One of my fellow studio artists reminded me that she always used the words love and passion, and that's such an embodiment of who she was. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Mia's infectious sense of humor and her own special way of brightening a room with a perfectly timed joke or quip. One of my favorite memories of Mia was during Concert of Arias last year. She was so nervous for her interview with Tamara Wilson that while I was giving my own right before her, I caught glimpses of her doing ballet bar exercises in the aisles of this theater right over there. She gave everyone who knew her genuine self and showed us how to take ourselves seriously, but not so much that we forget the joy of living a life full of passion and fun. I know we'll all take those life lessons and make the world better by sharing what she gave to us. Most importantly, the value of a good stretch.
Mia planted seeds. Mia planted seeds in each of the HGO studio artists that will inspire them for a lifetime. In her own words to one of the studio artists, she encouraged them to glow as much as you possibly can so that you can be that light to others. These artists will carry her spirit long into the future and pass it on to others. Please welcome the artists of the HGO studio performing Leonard Bernstein's Make Our Garden Grow in memory and celebration of Mia Im.
And so have I, but come and be my wife, and let us try before we die to make some sense of life. We're neither pure nor wise nor good, we'll do the best and chop a wood and make a garden grow and make a garden
I thought the world was sugar cake, for so a master said.
Before we announce tonight's winners, we'd like to acknowledge all the finalists for their hard work preparing for the competition and for the spectacular performances we witnessed this evening. Thank you for bringing your talents to the Houston Grand Opera stage. Many thanks also to our awards presenters this evening, the Houston Methodist, the official healthcare provider of HGO, and particularly to the medical advisors from Methodist on our Health Advisory Committee. Led by Dr. Ashley Drews, we have been able to bring opera back to the Houston community because of their guidance and support through the pandemic. And now please welcome back to the stage our esteemed judges, Corey Dastor, Ana Maria Martinez, Christine Gerke, and Patrick Summers. In honor of one of our most esteemed studio graduates, we are pleased to start off with our presentation of the Ana Maria Martinez Encouragement Award. Please welcome to the podium Ana Maria, who will tell us more about this special award and announce tonight's winner.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here with you tonight, to have heard such beautiful artists gracing this stage, and to present the Encouragement Award, which I established a few years ago. It serves as a scholarship to help cover the costs that are important, the aspects that are so important in continuing to polish the artistry of a young artist. Lessons, coachings, all of those things add up, and they need a lot of support. And it's a pleasure to choose a winner every year that has tremendous potential and whom I would love to help in this capacity. And tonight's winner is Olivia Smith.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to all following tonight's competition online. The Online Viewers' Choice Award winner is Olivia Smith. And thanks to you all here in the theater for participating in the vote for our Audience Choice winner. The winner of the Audience Choice Award is Jongwon Han. The third prize in the 2022 Eleanor McCollum competition goes to Jongwon Han. Second prize goes to Amanda Batista. First prize in the 34th Eleanor McCollum Competition for Young Singers is a check for $10,000. The winner of the Scott F. Hoyman Memorial Prize is Navasard Hakobian. And please join us in one more round of applause for all of our finalists.
What a night. Thank you all for joining us, and congratulations to our talented performers. You truly inspire us. On behalf of HGO's board and staff, once again, thank you to our event chairs, Drs. Liz Grimm and Jack Roth, and to my fellow judges. Now, for those of you joining us for dinner, please make your way to the grand foyer. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe and good night.
Oh my goodness, what a night this has been here at Houston Grand Opera's 34th Concert of Arias competition. While we wait for the winners to make their way over here, I want to thank you for joining us for this live stream. I've had a blast and hope you did too. If you would like to learn more about the HGO studio, upcoming performances, community programming, or how you can support the opera, please visit hgo.org. Okay. Now, I believe we have some folks. Yes, Navasar. Congratulations, my friend. This is incredible. What an incredible job. How are you feeling right now?
I'm honored and thrilled to be awarded the first prize.
Yes.
Thank you all for supporting, and of course, thank you, Houston Grand Opera.
Yeah.
Congratulations all
to everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
And finalists, my colleagues, and prize winners. Thank you.
Yeah, you did. It just was an amazing job. Congratulations.
Thank
It's just phenomenal to you. Yes. All right, Olivia, talk to us. How you feeling? What are you thinking?
I'm feeling so great. This
Yes.
is so incredible. I'm so happy to.
You want to
have
shout
this
out to
chance.
anybody?
Yes,
Say
thank
hello?
you to all of my family and friends and everybody that tuned in.
Yeah.
All the aunties and uncles and my parents and my brother and sister. Yeah, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Congratulations to you. Jongwon?
Yes.
Please talk to us. What's going through your mind right now? You did an amazing job. Awesome. What are you thinking? Oh, you're good.
Thank you so much. I couldn't believe it. So I'd like to thank to God, and especially for my wife, and
Yes.
to my all of family and friends. And thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to all three of you. You just really are absolutely brilliant.
Thank
Congratulations
you.
to all
Thank
you guys.
you.
Just
Thank you.
fantastic. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for this special evening of music. It's been another incredible year for the Concert of Arias competition. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful good night. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.